Are you starting to pull your hair out because you just can't figure out how to take one video and make it go across multiple pages in Canva? Let me show you a couple of tricks how to do that. So the first way, and probably the easiest way to do it, is going to be if you have your video already done. So maybe you're doing a talking head video. So I'm just going to grab this one right here. So maybe you want to put this down in the corner, or you can even stick it in a frame if you want to. Make it round, whatever you want to do. And then you want to have like some slides or photos or everything around this. So I have this in a presentation format because I think this is where this is going to be most useful for. You can also do it in video. So what you want to do is go down here to your duration tab and it'll show you the length of your video. So you'll go through your video and where you stop and you want to change your photo. If you want to build something up on that page, go ahead, click where you want to do. So if I say here is where I'm going to stop talking and go on to another subject, I'm going to go right click and you'll see right here, split page. And then you'll go on and find your next stopping point where you want to click the page, or you're going to do that and split the page. And then so on and all your stopping points. And then if you look through, it's just that video is just going to keep playing in the corner like so, and it's just going to keep going. Now it looks a little jumpy here, but it won't be jumpy when you download. It doesn't do that. It's just something with Canva when you're actually working on it. So the other thing you can do now is you can build your page out. If you need to build your page, you can put text or elements in there. You could put another video behind it and just go and put your video in here. But if you do, your timing's going to change. So if you have a video, it's got to match the timing that you cut it off on. So always remember, if you have something talking head and he's talking for 3.1 seconds, but you put in a video that's 12 seconds, you're going to have to trim that video, or you're going to have to set your timing. So we'll click this and show timing. And then when you click it in, you're going to make sure that this little bar is the 3.1 seconds you want that person to pop up and talk. So let's do that. We'll add this video that's 12 seconds. I know this is 3.2, so I am just going to shorten this back to 3.2. And then I'm going to move it to the position that I want him to come in and go out. So that's another thing you can do there. The other thing you can do, let's do that and get rid of that. And we're going to take this back down to the 3. We'll just go backwards because that's the easiest way to make sure we're going back to 3. Well, he was 3.1. So you can build out your pages beforehand. So you can do that too. You can come up into your uploads after you build out your pages, download them and re-upload them back into Canva, and just go ahead like that and set them to the background. So that's another way you can do it. I'm just grabbing some stuff that I made for other tutorials, and you can go and like set those to the background and just fill those in if you've already done those. So that is another method you can use. And then you'll have your talking head still in the corner as you go. Now, one thing if you're doing photos that you might want to be aware of, if you add a transition in between, it is going to change your timing on the slide before and the slide behind. So be very aware of that. So let's put a circle white because maybe we want to do that in between. And if you look, the first page is 3.1 and the second one is 3.2. So it goes to 3.2.8. So I'm going to drag that back to 3.1 and drag that back to its original position, which was 3.2. So you'll just drag those back to where their original position was. So if you have video in Canva, transitions aren't the best to use. I would go, if you're doing something like building your page on it, and use page animations versus transitions in between, because as you can see, you add a transition. I'm going to add a transition here. I'm going to put flow. So as you can see, it's going to change the duration, which is going to mess up your video. It just does because it shaves time off of it. And sometimes it'll look wonky in between when it does transition. So if I blow that up a little bit and see if we can see better, you will see that when you go to transition, it's just going to be like some weird like jumping thing going on. Well, that kind of actually look cool, but you're shaving off some of your words. Unless you did like a voiceover where you did specific, the only time in a video that it works very good with transitions is if you know you're going to use transitions in your video. So if you know you're going to do it, do big natural pauses in between each section. That'll give you time when it shaves off those little points of seconds in there. It'll give you that natural time to do a transition without messing you up at all. So if you do that naturally when you do like a voiceover or a little talking head thing in the bottom, that helps a whole lot. So you just, I know here I'm gonna cut to something else and make a transition. Then that's what you would want to do. And those are my two methods right there for trying to do those. You can also do this in video format. That's fine. But I think a lot of people are kind of asking this question more for presentations to do this kind of format kind of thing. And that's it for me. If you have any more tips, tricks, or anything, leave them in the comment. And if they're awesome, they're going to get pinned to the top. Or if there's a whole bunch of them, I will group them. I will make a post and put that to the top. I thank you guys for stopping by. I hope I helped you out a little bit today. I love you guys. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.